Hey everyone, how is everyone doing? You guys see me again in the same shirt but different cap? Huh? Different camera, same Airbnb, right? Different day. It's Tuesday apparently. March 12th, 2024. And 6 days to go. 6 days to go for both me and my wife to be out of this, pristine land of South Africa, Cape Town. I apologize, by the way, first of all, that I did my podcast on Sunday night and I was already miserable. Whoever, two of you, three of you, whoever watched this movie, I actually took it offline. Because I realized that I was really, I didn't realize at the time I was doing my podcast, although my wife had told me, hey man, why don't you just take it easy because you're miserable tonight, which was Sunday night. Why don't you do it tomorrow night, which was yesterday, right, Monday night? And she was kind of right. I thought, you know what? I might be able to do it, but I was miserable, to be honest with you. The allergies. Allergies, again, I apologize, here are so high, especially for us who have been in a place like New Jersey, which is for me, right? And then New York, which is basically concrete jungle. Not that I've been in Manhattan, which is the real concrete jungle, right? Except for Central Park, but then who lives in Central Park, right? So all that environment, and then the flora and fauna in the air there is totally different than here because out here is vegetation, natural vegetation, a lot of flower, pollen, seeds, and grass pollen, blah blah blah, right? The whole 9 yards, and so I'm still, I'm still reeling through this, and. And so, yeah, I'm sorry. I had because I realized I was just basically, with my nose completely clogged. Now it's much better. You can see, right? I went to the doctor yesterday, and the ENT specialist. I was afraid that I might be actually, what do you call getting the fungus or but he said, listen, man, if you really had that, you wouldn't be here talking to me. But in any case, and then the goddamn, remember I was telling you, guys, again, whoever watched that, that the AirPods that I was trying to connect, for the sound, they were not working either, I realized. And so that was another reason I had to take that video offline. In any case, all right, so make the long story short, here I am again, all right? I presume you all had a great weekend. And today, me and my wife, briefly, and this is the fucking beauty part of a place like Cape Town, right? It has nature. And, yeah, I mean, I said this last time that their economy obviously is not as big as like, where I come from, US, right? Or let's say some place like Germany, right? Or some country like UK. I think UK is in deep shit, to be honest with you. But in any case, so I'm having what do you call, a Guinness, in remembrance. Do you say the remembrance or do you say in commemoration of the upcoming St. Patrick's Day, right? This is the Guinness, the Irish stout, which I usually don't have. I don't like, IPAs and stouts, but I had it in the fridge, so might as well, right? In any case, what the hell I was talking about? Oh, so the nature here, the landscape here is fucking amazing, and uh, until and unless maybe you know the politics here, and then you get into it. You live here for a year or two, but without actually getting into that, what I'm trying to say is that although the economy here is not as big as U.S. or Germany or one of those, right? But it's better than some country like Turkey, and the weather here is great, especially in winter, and which is here. Well, winter in Northeast USA, which is where I come from, or my wife right now lives in Islamabad, right, which is also winter, going into spring almost, right? I think it's already spring or it's almost spring, all right, one or the other, right? But in any case, so uh, you can live here. I think you can actually work remotely, and I'm not talking about you're going to get your salary in like South African rands, and you become miserable, which is what, like 1 rand is what, how many dollars? Well, $1 is about 18 rands, give and take, right? I'm not saying that you should be asking for your salary in rands, but what I'm saying is that you can live here comfortably and then enjoy the nature. And that's the beauty part of it, which unfortunately people like us in Northeast, we don't get. Like today what we did, it's phenomenal. It's like a 10-minute drive, literally like 10, maybe 15, right? You go out of the, we have our own parking here, right, as part of the Airbnb, which is also a really good thing. And obviously we have that rental, and I actually renewed the rental today, and up until 18th, because today was what I had it for, right? The Suzuki Espresso, I like that car actually, and so 10 minutes you are out on the hill, right? It's called Signal Hill, which is basically the ace of the line, right? I call it the ace of the line because on the other side is the Lion's Head hill, right? Which you can actually hike up to the top of the head. And then I think they also have some places up there to do the ritual. I think they have like a sunrise ritual. So today we went up there for the sunset ritual. They were like at least like 60, 70 people up there. They have this setup, on the hill where they have, it's not like a fucking carpet where it's not, obviously it's not a carpet. It's some sort of a, fabric they actually laid on, right? On the ground, on the slope. And the sun, and actually, obviously, the Atlantic Ocean, right? Atlantic Ocean, what ocean is this one? Is this the South African Ocean? Whatever it is, right? It's part of the Atlantic Ocean when you go towards America, right? And so basically, the ocean is in front of you, and right before the ocean, at the bottom, right, you have the downtown, not the downtown, but the financial district, whatever you call it, and then the sea point, right, and then the ocean, and then you see the sun, in the back, right, setting, right, sun setting, right, sun going down into the ocean. Amazing, and there were some clouds, and it was fucking phenomenal. You can see the lion's head. And then if you turn your head a little further, right, and you see the Table Mountain, there were some clouds. It's fucking phenomenal. So it has a lot of nature, and then and you can even hike from here. You can hike probably up there for like, I don't know, for an hour. You can hike up there. You don't even have to drive. But we drove there, and it's fucking phenomenal. A lot of nature. So we don't get that. We don't get that in New Jersey. And then on top of that, obviously we have winter there now. And for us to, be in nature, right, hiking and all that, we do have. I'm not saying that we don't have nature or we don't have hiking, but we have to drive like hour and a half, at least an hour. I go to Poconos in Pennsylvania, right, Tammany Mountain. Mount Tammany, right? Or I go to upstate New York, right? North of Herman Park, right? and Storm King Mountain, right? But this is obviously, this is different. Up in Northeast, we have a lot of vegetation, we have a lot of trees. Here it's like kind of open, not a lot of trees, and it's kind of, it's got a lot of vegetation, but not a lot of trees. But you get my point, right? It's fucking phenomenal out here. What else is going on? So we did that today. I was working. I had to basically fix one thing on the car because I hit the left. Actually, here, we have to drive on the left. So the front left tire is basically the passenger's side tire, right? So obviously you have to drive on the left, so your steering is on the right, right? But I'm used to it. And so I think one time, maybe a couple of times, I hit the tire to the curb, the passenger one, right? Obviously, in the beginning, right? First, I think the first day or the second day we got the car, right? But in any case, so I got a new hubcap and blah blah blah, right? So I did that, and then I was working. I still am going to work, although problem with what the doctor gave me, the NTA specialist. By the way, I didn't tell you guys, although it's more like personal. But for allergies, sorry, I'm jumping from one topic to the other, I guess. For allergies, he said that I have I have sinuses, obviously, right? Sinus allergy, and I have polyps, I think. Now, I think he told me, so he gave me some steroids, oral steroids, prednisone. Remember prednisone? Jesus Christ. I mean, who's taking that? Joe Rogan was taking that, he was saying, right? When he got the fucking COVID, right? But in any case, so he gave me a high dose of like fucking prednisone, which I have to take in the morning after breakfast, right? So it's like a 4-day or 5 days, a 5-day, and plus he gave me like a mild antibiotic, right? To deal with this shit. And the problem with prednisone is that prednisone is is basically a stress hormone you're taking, right? Which is basically a steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, right? So I have a lot of inflammation, right? Because of the sinuses, and because my airways are not clear because of the whatever, the muck is in there, and it's like fucking pain in the ass, right? So he gave me that, and the problem is that the prednisone, right? So it binds to the same receptors in the brain that cortisol. I mean, if you talk to somebody like Huberman, Dr. Huberman, his podcast, he talks about this shit all the fucking time. Cortisol and, piperine and all that. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I was reading about all this because I couldn't sleep the whole fucking night, because the stress hormones and especially, prednisone basically mimics, something like the opposite of melatonin, right? Melatonin is supposed to regulate your sleep, and this one keeps you up because it's glucose based and gives you high energy. It's a steroid, all right? Steroid, all right? So I couldn't sleep. I'm hoping that at least tonight I can get some sleep, but I have to basically continue working if I don't, right? So that's the biggest side effect for me. I'm already a high, sort of like high energy, my body wise, right? I'm kind of hyper sometimes, because I have a high metabolism. What can I do? I mean, it's not my fault. Hey, blame my parents, their genes, whatever, environment. Blame whatever you want, sure, man. But I'm not blaming anyone. So that actually, is not good. That side effect, So I had to deal with that for the next 3 more days actually. Today was the second day, right? 3 more days, and I'm hoping that this thing is gone by then. But he told me, listen, man, when you go back to New Jersey, make sure you see an ENT specialist, and you might need to do a little more, you know, than what I'm giving you in terms of the medication. So yeah, I do have to basically see an ENT specialist. And you know what? Because I never dealt with this. I never actually resolved this issue with my hay fever. From when I was in college, I used to get this shit, right? Not this, because this is like fucking phenomenal. Like I never got this. It's like get this fucking pain, in between your eyes, right here, in the middle of your forehead, right? But a lot of sneezing and all that, from pollen, grass pollen. Not as much from fucking, food allergies are different, I think. But you can get the same effects more or less, right? Uh, because your body produces our best, it secretes histamines. All right, so without, making the long story long, I had to see an ENT specialist as soon as I get back to the home country, as soon as I can, right? Again, because I never fucking dealt with this. I should have. It's like you fucking sweep the dirt under the carpet, right? Eventually, it's gonna fucking show up, right? It's gonna fucking show, and that's what's happened. Like now, I'm at the age of 50. I have to deal with these fucking allergies, right? So deal with it, sir. It's not a life and death situation, but it's fucking annoying. And my wife, I don't know what's happening with her. What's going on with you? Hello, hello. You all right?
Yes.
So she had this condition. Obviously, she got here a couple of days before me. Right? She had this condition before me. I think she dealt with it through some like home remedies. I'm a guy. I usually don't believe in home remedies. Well, some of them I do, but I mean, without sounding like a Western reductionist, sort of a theorist, not theorist, sir. You know, a person. But I would rather like to find out what the hell it is that's bothering me, then I'll deal with it, right? But I think she dealt with it without taking any, like, steroids or any antibiotics. But she was saying that she's having some pain in around her eye. I think it's the post allergic, reaction, right? Is that what it is? Post allergic.
Mm,
Are you gonna go to the ENT specialist? Same one. You want
no,
to see them?
I'm fine.
You find you're right.
Yeah.
You gonna make chai?
Hmm?
No,
Today.
not today. All right. So luckily, we don't have any load shedding tonight. So in this part of the town, we usually get the, I don't know, it's like random. Load shedding here is random. But I think me and my wife actually went up that road right below where they have the cable car set up, right? That goes to the tabletop mountain, right? And we went past that. We wanted to go to the waterfalls. They have a couple of waterfalls, but we couldn't go all the way because we wanted to drive out there, right? But we couldn't go there. We had to basically leave the cars at the end of the road, and we had to we had to hike for like 30 minutes. And I said, you know what, let's do it. We both said, actually, let's do that some other time, In any case, so we sat down there, and then we enjoyed like the view, below, beneath us of the, the green point is below. You can see the stadium, right? Cape Town Stadium, and then you have the neighborhood, which is basically downtown, right? Cape Town downtown, and then where we are, right, which is basically Gardens, Clove Street. A lot of Dutch influence, obviously. And I think I gave you guys a 101 on on Cape Town. Oh, did I do that actually on my last podcast that I took offline? All right, I'll give you guys a little bit of one-on-one on. I apologize on Cape Town. Cape Town was originally obviously inhabited by the indigenous people, and then in 17th century, Dutch East Indian Company, they set up a base here, right? Because they were selling, whatever the hell they were selling to India and East Africa and even all the way to Japan, right? So they made this Cape Town area their first like stop, to refuel food and refuel their ships and blah blah blah, right? So I think they were selling booze and tobacco and whatever the hell they were selling to the local, right? When Jaribik, he was the one who set this up, right? And then after he set up the town, and that's why you can see a lot of like Dutch influence here. Even all these streets are named after Dutch names. Tamberkloof, Kloof Street, and Stellenbosch. The winery we went to, right? In any case, so after Dutch, then the English came, right? And then I think they bought it from the Dutch East Indian Company or the whatever Dutch monarchs. I don't know. I have no fucking idea. I think that Queen bought it, right? English Queen at that time. Elizabeth what? Queen Elizabeth third, sir? Sixth, ninth, 15th? I have no fucking idea. Uh, in any case, so yeah, that happened, in late 18th century, I think, and since then it became officially an English colony, South Africa, and then the whole history with Nelson Mandela. I think many of you know that, maybe not the young ones, but it has a history, political history, whatever it is, right? I don't want to get into that, but this is a great town to visit, at least, to live. I think it's great. I wish I could live here at least for 4 months, 6 months. Although for us Americans, it's a little far. Think about like a direct flight from here to New Jersey, Newark, my airport is about 14 hours, all right, direct flight. And so this is like the heaven, winter heaven for Europeans, all right. Plus, they have some of them. They have a heritage here. Some of them actually, they live here. They live here for like 4 months, 6 months. I was actually playing golf last Sunday. No, me and my wife actually played golf last Sunday, right down at the Metropolitan Golf, right?
No.
Oh, she was having some shots at the drive. She was doing at least 120 at the drive, and she played third time.
Yeah.
Right? You're doing 120 at the drive, And that's pretty good for third time, She's a sportswoman. She's played cricket, right? She's going to end up with the same bad swing that I did. Same bad swing. Oh, husband has the same swing. Oh, she has the same swing. Right? But she can get it out. She can get the ball out into the fairway, right? When she does. But I did play obviously golf before that. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to come out here, because in New Jersey, all the golf courses are basically closed. The ones on Staten Island, I mean, almost all of them. I think they should be open now. I was actually texting my brother-in-law. He was saying that it's like 18 degrees Celsius today. Can you believe that? What the hell does it? Why is he telling me in Celsius? What's that in degree F? That's probably like 63, 64. All right. Well, okay. So it seems like weather is breaking. It's breaking out, right? But you never know. It's still, northeast, because it can still fucking go down to like 30 degrees at the end of May, which is basically what, Memorial Day. I remember that. Right? You know, fucking know. But in any case, I mean, it's not consistent. But in any case, I'm glad. I feel good for them. At least they have spring, and he's going to play some golf, right? So, um, other than that, I think both me and my wife are going to, miss this place. Uh, and obviously, it's going to be tough for us, tough for us because, I mean, I'm already feeling that we are living in our home, That's what it feels like, right? Naturally speaking, right? Despite our whatever differences, which are part of living a, family life, right? Joint life. Um, it's going to be tough for us because both of us are leaving. She goes in one direction, I go in the other direction on 18th, right? So just keep your fingers crossed for us, that, she is home soon, which is her home in New Jersey, her second home, obviously, in Islamabad, but that's not her first home, all right? So, again, we are at the mercy of the immigration people, State Department, But let's see what happens. Speaking of which, I mean, this year is also sort of tough in a lot of sense for Americans. I think people who actually care, and I have to see what my ex-colleagues and my ex-boss, have to say about what's happening. We had the State of the Union address for Biden by Biden, and then we had the Super Tuesday and all that, right? Listen, I don't want to really talk about the fucking politics, all right? Not my forte, not my cup of tea, all right? But obviously, I listen to news, and what's happening at the border makes me kind of mad because here I'm waiting for my wife legally, like many others, right? Waiting for the loved ones, and we have this porous border where anybody can just come in. Well, I've spent all this fucking money through the lawyer, through all these legal means, government fees, State Department, USCIS, you fucking name it, right? And still nothing. Still fucking nothing, not an iota of an email. It has been more than 8 months since August. Last email we got from State Department. It's unbelievable. It's fucking unbelievable, and nothing we can do. I mean, I even called my not call, but I have to call when I'm going to go back. I'm going to call my senator again in New Jersey. I emailed them again. I had sent them all the documents they were asking. I told them to please follow up if you can do something. And obviously, the senators in New Jersey, what's his name? Bob Menendez. I have nothing against the senators and all that, but the guy is already going through his own shit. I understand that, but obviously they have a Senate office set up there, right? Local office. And then I'm going to talk to, I think, my congressman as well and see what we can do, because this is ridiculous. This is fucking ridiculous. In any case, so my ex-colleagues are wondering where I am. Hey, I'm sorry, guys. I'll tell them tomorrow. Maybe I'll send them a text. And obviously, I don't get the regular text because I took the SIM card out. You know what? The Verizon SIM card. You know why? For the obvious reason, because they were charging me $15 fucking every day. When I'm overseas, oh, you have the travel pass. Oh, you give me a travel pass and it was like a free voucher? No. Here you go, travel pass. We can make calls from anywhere. Oh, well, okay, so how much is it? And then you get a fucking bill when you get back to the United States, right? You get a fucking $600 bill, right? And you're like, what? So that's why I took the SIM card out. I'm using a local SIM. Here, internet everywhere I go, which is good, although it's not as fast as in US. But it's not as bad. It works, right? So most of my communications are through WhatsApp. All right. So anyone, if you want to reach me on WhatsApp. Although I'm not a big fan of WhatsApp, to be honest with you, it's just a fucking annoying platform for communication. All right. Without bashing WhatsApp, what else is going on, everyone? So we just had to wind down. We were watching shows, and I was talking about what the fuck we were talking about the other day when I was doing my podcast in the first attempt, right? In cut one, this is my cut two, all right? Oh yeah, so you watched that movie with Adam Sandler, right? Adam Sandler, Spaceman. Oh, watch it. It's an interesting fucking movie, to be honest with you. And then Sunday we were watching what the hell were we watching? Oh yeah, Oscars. We couldn't finish them because by the time,
You need to watch them.
huh? No, I know we were trying to stream them after because by the time they were halfway through, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning here. Because of the fucking time difference. And I was tired, she was tired. I was like, fuck it. You know what? I don't know. I don't know if you want to watch that. It's too late now. We know who won. We don't. I mean, I don't care. Oppenheimer. Out. Huh? Oh, she's watching another interesting movie by I don't know who the director is, but it's called Damsel, right? It's a new movie on Netflix. The main character is the same one from Stranger Things. Remember the bald lady, the bald kid? I couldn't believe how old she is now. In this movie, when I saw her in this movie, whatever the hell her name is, Millie something, right? And Stranger Things, it's a great show. I saw a lot of episodes and many seasons of that. And so that lady has made a movie that my wife is watching. Right? It's an interesting movie. I want to watch that too. Hello, we were supposed to watch that together.
Okay.
And then we are watching.
New show.
A new show on Netflix by Guy Ritchie. Guy Ritchie is amazing fucking director creator, right? From UK, and he has produced or created some movies. I think The Gentleman was a movie, right? Was it a movie? And I think that this show is sort of based on that, loosely themed, right? Different character. Theo James is in this character. He's playing the what do you call the main character? The what do you call the protagonist? Well, I can't even fucking say that word. Excuse me. He's playing the hero. How about that? Huh? I don't know if he's playing the hero or whatever the fuck it is. Right? You get the point. Main character, sir. All right. So it's a great show. Obviously, it's set up in England and whatever. All right. So we have been watching that. I like that show. She likes that show. Although sometimes I kind of annoy her because I want to know what the hell's happening every fucking minute. And she's telling me, take it easy, man. It's just a show. Oh, I know it's a show, but I like to know what the hell's going on. Right? Okay, so
You want to watch this?
which one?
Yourself?
Huh?
Mhm.
What time it is now? They'll say.
44 past 4.
Oh shit. So I mean a lot of things I want to do. I want to work for at least an hour. If I get sleep, if I can get to sleep, if I can get to bed earlier, I would rather get some sleep. And then I'll get up early and then I'll work early, all right? If not, then I'll basically get back on the drawing board because I have to send a couple of more proposals, etc., right? In any case, so yeah, work is always there, and I think we made a good decision to come here to Cape Town. Couple of more times, I'm hoping to play golf. Before we leave, and what else? I mean, the other two things that we want to do would be we did go to the beach, by the way. I think I mentioned that in the last podcast, but we did go to the one that I took off, right? The public. We did go to the beach, the beach, not the beach. We went to the beach yesterday, which was like 80 degrees. We got there a little late, because I had to take the fucking pills. I was going fucking nuts because this thing was annoying the hell out of me, the sinuses, right? And I was talking to my colleagues from my friends from New Jersey and the other friend from Houston today. So he's having some issues with allergies as well, down in Houston. You change if you change your environment, right? Sort of like even semi-temporarily, then obviously, these things are going to affect you, right? The flora and fauna in the air, the seeds and whatever pollen, whatever dust, whatever fuck mites are, right? And my brother-in-law was joking that, hey man, listen, you've been in New York, New Jersey for so long, and if you all of a sudden spend some time in nature, obviously you're going to be allergic to nature, right? And he's right. It's fucking, New Jersey is, I mean, we have some nature, but it's mostly like fucking, what do you call it? It's all industrial. It used to be a whole industrial, right? Back in the days. Even now we have that port, right? Port Authority of New Jersey and New York. Although we don't have a lot of industry, we do have some oil refineries and some pharmaceutical companies there. By the way, New Jersey still has those business establishments, right? Not a lot of fucking factories, coal plant, no, I don't think so. But I feel that I should have actually realized. I didn't realize. Last time we went to Turkey, I didn't have any of these problems because I think Turkey is more or less the same, sort of like the environment and the air, right? Air is more or less the same as New York, New Jersey, and also it's on the it's north of equator. Does that have an effect? Maybe south of equator has a different allergens. I have no fucking idea. But in any case, so that movie with Adam Sandler, right? That was fucking hilariously interesting because Adam Sandler never made a fucking science fiction movie in space. It's not a space opera, but it's an interesting movie, alright? He's out at the edge of fucking solar system trying to figure out what that Oort cloud is, right? Was that Oort cloud or some other cloud that they had, big cloud, right? Beyond Kuiper Belt, right? Which is the last bastion of the solar system. And beyond that, you are at your own. You're going to have hallucinations. You're going to see fucking aliens, right? Obviously. And that's what he was doing. No spoiler alerts. But that's a new movie. Check it out. All you, space movie, science, sci-fi movie geeks out there, all right? By the way, I'm doing this podcast on my wife's computer, the which we call the Surface that she uses for work, for our company, and that the camera on this one works fine, I'm assuming you all are hearing me, right? Can listen to me properly, loudly, clear loud, all right? Yeah, so far we had a great time. It's funny that like I never had such frequency of like Asian food here. Then than in New Jersey, New York. Because it's weird. But in any case, for example, today after the sunset ritual, right? I picked up some, what do you call the ramen? This is a fucking amazing ramen place here on Clove Street, right? And then the breakfast brunch places are amazing too. Although I don't like the way they cook the eggs. It's not my type. I like my eggs, egg whites and potatoes. But most of the time on weekdays we do our breakfast here. Either my wife cooks or I cook the eggs. She has cooked, potatoes for the whole week. All right. So without turning my podcast again to travelogue, I was actually thinking. I was telling my wife. Maybe, because South Africa, like Cape Town, is so fucking amazing in terms of nature. So maybe we should do like a travelogue, like a video, that we combine some of those like fucking, videos and pictures we took. But I don't know. We don't have time, to be honest with you. That's the other fucking thing, You realize you have a lot of time, then you realize you don't have a lot of time, right? Especially when you are in a place, amazing place like Cape Town. All right, everyone. I think that's my, captain's log for this fucking, I don't want to say it, for this Tuesday night, for this week. And I will try to do a podcast before I leave, which is Sunday, right? Sunday is St. Patty's Day. Also happens to be, I don't want to say it, my Irish brothers and sisters, they do it for me, so whatever. All right. Do they also celebrate St. Patty's Day here? I'm pretty sure there are a lot of Irish people here, right? In any case, in Cape Town, a lot of English and Dutch here, But in any case, so I'll try to do one. If not, then I'll see you all when I get back to hometown of Jersey City, New Jersey, and hopefully by the time I get there, weather is not as cold as fuck when I left, right? New Jersey. Okay, well, sorry you said that. Just imagine I held on to Newark Airport. It starts fucking snowing the night before. Hopefully not. All right, let's not jinx this. All right, everyone. I'll see you all next time. I assume you all had a great weekend. You all having a great start of the week.